PTM Annual Conference 2022. Are you in the house? Whoop, 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 whoop. If you're in the house, please make some noise. I hope you've given all the permission for us to see your name on the comment section if you are commenting. It's the PTM Conference Annual Conference 2022. My name is Maribeth Chima. I am your host, and I am the convener of this conference and the convener of the Parenting Through Mentorship Academy and group on Facebook. Just look at me. Can you see me? Okay, our title for the conference is On Your Journey to Purpose. Are you feeling me? Can you see me? All right. So if you are with us, if you are joining us on Facebook or you're joining us on YouTube, please let's see you in the comments. Let's see you in the comments. Let's know that you are here with us. Let's know that you are part of this conference already. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So the theme is On Your Journey to Purpose. Basically, you are making baby steps to purpose. Our children are making baby steps to purpose. So as parents, how are we helping them on that journey to their purpose? That's what this conference is all about. This conference is all about how you are helping your children, how you are supporting your children, how you are staying with your children as they make that journey towards their purpose. All right, so if you're coming across us for the first time, okay, let's tell you a bit about PTM. All right, so PTM is a group on Facebook. It's actually PTM is actually a vision, basically. It's a vision, basically. All right, so PTM is a vision that is centered around helping parents become true mentors to their children. So that's why we say we're parenting through mentorship. We understand that, there is so much, that's going on in the world today. And there's so much that our children need to learn if you're going to be able to navigate the world on their own. Okay, so we have expectations as parents. The society has expectations of these children. Okay, there's the society, their schools, the church, culture has expectations of these children. Everybody has expectations of these children. Now, how are these children going to be able to navigate or able to meet all of these our expectations, right? So at the PTM, we believe that the best way to help your children or the best way to position your children to actually be raised to be wholesome so they can live productive and wholesome life is as parents, we're able to sit down, think about the kind of children we want to raise. Think about what we would like to see our children, kind of human beings that we want our children to be, okay? And then we model, right? We come into the fullness of that person and we begin to model what we would like to see in our children. So yes, we believe that the best mentor or the first mentor that a child should have is their parents. So as parents, we need to take our seats and take our position in the life of our children as their mentors. So that's what the Parenting Through Mentorship community and academy is all about. So in our academy, we teach or we support parents, okay? We support parents to bring them into a place of knowledge, because we have realized that in the 21st century, your best ticket to parenting is knowledge. In the 21st century, if you do not have knowledge, you will lose your way. If you do not have knowledge, you will lose your way. And the bad thing about this is that it is your children who would turn out to be the casualties. And that's the painful thing indeed, that the painful thing indeed is that the mistakes of parenting, right? Mistakes of parenting is usually obvious in the lives of our children. Our children end up becoming the casualties of the mistakes of our parenting. So yes, we want to be able to assume that place, and that's what we do at PTM, we help you, we support you, we guide you, okay, and we train you to become a mentor parent indeed. Okay, now there is this craziness about parents wanting their children to come tops in school. It's all about grades, grades, grades. No, at the academy we understand that children need to be raised to be wholesome. And so for us to raise children who are wholesome, we need to raise them along many lines. Okay, so we have our signature 8 lines that we help parents to raise their children with. Okay, one of these lines is faith and beliefs. We understand that you cannot raise children today without teaching children about an almighty or supreme being, whoever your almighty is, whoever your supreme being is. I'm a Christian, so I'll be doing a bit of reference here and there because I'm a Christian. We are faith people and we recognize faith. So whatever it is that is your almighty, your supreme being, good, you are supposed to teach that to your children, because children have to anchor, right? We have to anchor whatever we are teaching them, and they have to anchor whatever they are learning on the fact that there is something that is bigger than them, right? There is something that is bigger than them. There is a supreme being that is more than them. I mean, for them to begin to understand the universe, how it works, how we were created, there has to be something that is more than just you and I as human beings. Yeah, so we want our children to understand the supremacy of an almighty. So yes, we educate children along this line, and we teach the parents that we work with to educate their children along this line. Okay, the next one is academics. Yes, we are saying academics. We don't ever try to trivialize the importance of academics in our children's life, right? IQ is very important. Intelligence quotient is good. It's important. So we teach our children about excellence and how they need to be excellent in everything that they do. So it means that you have to be excellent even in your academics. So yes, we help parents to raise their children to be children or people who are strong in their academics. So yes, we do that. Another area is leadership. We help our parents understand that leadership is huge. Okay, we were raised, each of us, with something that we are great at. Each of us with something that is unique to us. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Moaino. Hi, Chidima. I see you. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so we need to raise children, right, who know that there is something, right, that is big about them that the world needs, right? So in that case, they are going to take their torch and they're going to lead the way in that area. So it means that they are called to be leaders. We believe that our children are kings, and a king is a leader. So yes, we raise our children along the leadership line. Okay, we also raise them along, we teach them habits, right? We teach them habits. So we teach parents to raise their children with the right habits. And because habits takes time to be internalized, we make parents understand that there is a need for consistency in their parenting. So what are the habits you want to see in your children? What is that thing that you see and you say, wow, this human being is amazing. This human being is wholesome. This human being has been raised properly. Okay, what are the habits that you see in human beings that you say this? Now we want you to be able to take these habits and then train these habits in your children. Okay, so we teach parents how to do this at the academy. Another thing is home management and self-management. If our children are going to navigate the world on their own, then our children will have to learn how to manage themselves as human beings. They will have to know how to manage their emotions, how to manage their social skills, their cultural skills, their spiritual skills. All of these quotients need to be in place. So we help these parents, we teach them how to raise children with all of these quotients and all of these quotient and all of these personal skills, right, that they need to navigate the world. Okay, we also teach them home management. Okay, you can do anything outside if you can start first, okay, to manage the space around you. So no, we don't raise children who are irresponsible. We don't raise children who do not understand the place of responsibility and assume the place of responsibility. So one of the things that we teach our parents, okay, in the mentorship, in the Parenting Through Mentorship Academy and the community. I mean, if you are with us in the community, all of our posts, all of our videos, all of our resources are centered around these areas. Okay. The number 7, how many have I given you? Home management, leadership. That's supposed to be about number 6 or so. Okay, the other thing we do is we understand the place of books and reading. Okay, the love for reading, especially leisure reading. We know that if our children are going to be knowledgeable about the world that they live in, if our children are going to be relevant, if our children are going to be leaders, if our children are going to be entrepreneurs, if our children are going to be captains of industries, if our children are going to be activists, if our children are going to be people who are change makers in the world, if they're going to make a difference, then they need to be knowledgeable. You can't be knowledgeable if you don't appreciate learning. You can't be knowledgeable if you don't understand the importance of books. So yes, one of the areas where we teach parents to raise their children along is leisure reading, and it starts right from when you get pregnant. Oh, yes. So we teach our parents that right from when your child, in your 3rd trimester, you guys start reading to that child. So it simply means that by the time the child comes to life, by the time the child is birthed, you already have a system where you read to your child. All right? The other thing we do is we teach our parents, right, to teach their children, okay, financial skills, wealth creation, giving out value, and all of that. So we understand that for you to make impact, for you to be a change maker, for you to live your purpose, you have to be a person that gives out value. It is the value that you give it is the value you give that is your purpose. It is the value that you give that will change the world. It is the value that you give that will make a difference. Okay, now lastly, we also teach our parents to recognize the talent and the interest that their children have, because we understand that every child was created for a purpose, and that purpose is bigger than you as a parent, and that purpose is bigger than the child themselves. So yes, God has predestined that purpose even before the child came to be. So it's very important that as parents, we help our children recognize those things that come easy for them. We help them recognize those things that they do and they get a sense of satisfaction from doing. We help our children recognize that there is a place of the things that you love and the things that you are interested in, and that as parents, we will be here to encourage you, to support you, to help you hone that skill, and to create opportunities, platforms, right, for you to actually express the things that you love, express the things that are your gifting, express the things that are your talents, in order for you to impact the world. So yes, these are the lines along which we train parents at the academy. All right. So if you have listened to me very well, you will understand there's something that you will not miss in all that I have said. You would have heard somewhere, even if it's silently, you would have heard support. Support is what we are about at the academy. So yes, we support you. We support you as a parent so that you are able to offer 100% support to your child. If you are in the academy, you would have heard this many times, right? That your child is as a parent, you are your child's number one teacher and the most important teacher in your child's life. So yes, you don't need to have everything that your child needs, but you need to know everything that your child needs, because you are their number one teacher, and there is no one in the world that knows them better than you know them. So yes, as a parent, because you know them, you know what demands to make of those who have certain things that your children need that you don't have. You cannot give it to them, but you know them, and you can make the people who give it to them, you can ensure that they are giving the right thing to your children. And this is what we do with the parents in our program. Okay, we have a special program. We call it the Mentor Parent Support Program. It is our biggest program in the academy. Here, it's a hand-holding system where we hold the hands of our parents, we hold the hands of the participants, and we help them go through these lines that we have just talked about. So yes, I talked about support. So I'm going to go through an acronym that we use to buttress the fact that everybody needs support. As a parent, you need to be supported. You need a solid support system. You need a support system that helps you grow in your knowledge of parenting. You need a support system in your home that helps you create the kind of structure that will allow all that you're doing with your children become effective. Okay, we're not going to delve into who the support systems can be, but yes, you need support as a parent. And then as your children need your support. So let's look at support as an acronym. Okay, so I've just drawn a few words, an acronym from the word to form the word support. I said safe. Okay, the first thing is S. Safe. You need to ensure that your children are safe. It's your responsibility as a parent to create a safe environment for your children. Okay, very, very key that you create a safe environment for your children, an environment where your children can thrive. And safety doesn't just mean that someone comes and kidnaps them and all of that. Safety means that your children have a voice in your home. Your children can can talk to you. They can speak to you. They have your attention. Okay, your children are safe, and they feel safe when they are with you and when they are in your environment. That safety is what makes your children bold, is what makes them have a good self-esteem. So when they go out there, they do not cower, because you have given them power, because you have given them safety. The next one is understanding. Okay, as a parent who is supporting your children, as a mentor parent, you must be understanding. You must be understanding. Jesus' parents were understanding. They understood his purpose. They understood why he was here. And so they allowed a lot of things because they understood his purpose. Okay, the next thing is purpose as a word. Okay, every child was created for a purpose. So your child has a purpose, and part of that purpose is to impact the world. Part of that purpose is to create solutions for the world. Part of that purpose is to ensure that they make a difference in their world. So as a parent, you need to start educating your children and letting them know, hey, sweetie, you are big. You are huge. You have a solution that only you bear, and the world is waiting for you to unleash that solution. So yes, support. The next one is patience. Oh my God, parents, you cannot do this thing. You can't do this business without patience. You need to understand that children need time to grow. Children need time to develop skills. Children need time to internalize. They need time to get mastery. So you must be patient if you're going to be a mentor parent. Okay? The next one, quickly, before we bring in our first speaker of this conference. So the next one is open. You need to be open in your relationship with your children. You need to allow your children to access to you. Your children should be able to come to you any day, anytime. They should have access to you any day, anytime. Very, very key. Okay, very, very key. And then your relationship should be so open that your children should be able. Your relationship should be so key, that your children should be able to communicate with you easily. And then they should be able to hold you accountable just as you're holding them accountable. So openness is very key. Okay, the other one is responsibility. You will raise those children, parents. We will raise those children to be responsible. They have to be responsible for themselves. They have to learn to be responsible. So at every age, at every point in their life, there is a level of responsibility that your child should have. We teach parents never to raise children who are totally dependent on other people. No. Okay? No, we're not going to raise children who are dependent on other people. At every point, they are showing a level of independence, okay? And then the last one is train up. Train up, parents. This one is right from the scripture. It says you should train up a child in the way of the Lord, and the child will not depart from it. So, parents, what is the way of the Lord for you? I have said this before, that Jesus was independent at the age of 12, isn't it? Okay, he was independent at the age of 12, right? If you look at stories of young people in the Bible, right? Young people in the Bible, you find that a lot of them, even David, was independent to an extent, because at the age where he was doing those great things, he wasn't a young adult, right? He must have started off when he was a young or a teenager or about a preteen, thereabouts, before he mastered the skill enough to be great at it when he became older. So yes, we must train up our children. And if we're able to put all of these things that we're talking about together, then you can hit your chest rather, and say, I am training up my children in the way of the Lord. So there you have it, support. So at the back of your mind throughout this conference, just put support at the back of your mind. So welcome everyone to PTM Annual Conference 2022. Our children are on a journey to their purpose. They are making baby steps to their purpose, and we're going to sit down behind them, rock solid, supporting them 100%. So thank you very much. Get your jotters, get ready as we introduce our next guest, or our first guest of this conference. Okay, don't go anywhere. I'm going to go out of the studio and then I'll come back. Okay, just get ready. The links are right there. Okay, don't go away. Just stay there, and then we will come back in the next 5 minutes to a session with the mighty King Chiedozie Ezi. Thank you very much, and welcome to this conference again. Thank you. Bye. I'm excited. Can you tell? I am. All right then. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. I see Rebecca. I see my people. Malala, I see you. I see you guys. I see you, Precious. Chidima, I see you. Mo, I know. Thank you very much. We'll see you in a few minutes. Bye.